So the next part is talking about basically your favorite project, your most controversial project, and your most hated.
For the most controversial one would be Anthropocene, I would say, from Term 5. What I really like most about it is it's supposed to exist as a network like globally lah.
Okay, I saw your video lah, because I managed to find the link.
The video wretched, by the way, because my video was damn wretched. I swear, like legit, because I really did not have time to do a proper video recording. It was a screen recording, most of it, and guess what? I was Zoom calling my brother at 3 AM the day previously, and he was helping me edit, because my XPS couldn't handle the video editing.
Oh, okay, but all that said, right, we can't tell lah. It's still a 10-minute video lah.
Okay, I guess the favorite and like most controversial is also like Term 5, because it's like it's really very experimental lah, and it just looks like a golf ball. Why the sphere even came out, right? It's because I put it as a placeholder. Then I put it as a placeholder, because I wanted something that can rotate, and that's the only thing that can rotate like that lah, Then Kelvin thought I really want to do a sphere. Then he asked me to stick with it. And I was like, oh, okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think COVID really affected me because that time my Unreal was like 0 and it's still 0. Don't ever ask me to do Unreal. Don't.
Y'all interview Jeff already, no?
No lah, haven't yet.
Shit. You interview Jeff, right? You're gonna be here for 2 hours.
Would you, then I will ask you now, what would you do if you could, or you had time to redo or touch up that project? What would you do?
I can't answer that question, sorry. I never looked back. I think Term 7 was my favorite experience.
Ooh.
Even though the workload was very high. But maybe that's like the way it's very like you go through shit together, then like it's more fun, that you remember it more, that kind of thing. So like Term 7 I did housing, which is Sheng. Then we did capsule together, and we did all the mods together basically. So
that's true.
So all 4 mods I see like 24/7 that kind of thing.
And Term 4 my GPA was like crap lah. Like Term 3 was crap, but then the Term 4 project saved my GPA.
What do you do in your Term 4 project?
Huh?
What do you do in your Term 4?
Hey, let me show you. Wait, give me a moment.
Wait, Kaijun, you don't need to show. Kaijun. He doesn't get the green screen.
I don't know if yours is.
Kaijun, you take a picture. Take a picture and we'll put it on top. Take a picture and put it on top. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's just beside you. I didn't know.
You still have it? Oh my god.
Can see.
This is like a trophy that they will. I think. It's a very fun term.
Okay, guys. I should buy this. It's very good.
Ooh, I never see before.
Maybe it's not so much of a favorite. It's more like something that was like fun or like interesting that I remember. Because it's like quite different in terms of process. So there will be like the CML with Yunqing.
What were you all supposed to do?
Tell them the name of the project.
It's not machine learning. It's learning with machines. It's a teaser for like our new educational program, learning with machine, that we wanted to pitch to Carlos Banyon. Okay, I think for me, like a project is fun. Number one, if there's like some form of collective resonance. So like there's a real excitement, in the project, and the excitement could be like in many ways lah. Like for example, Stiliano's balloon project, where like I made with Yiping, right? This pull-up machine. Yeah, that's right. Like you actually drop a balloon with more inside, and then after that, like a spike.
I remember this.
You create nonsense. That was super fun. And or like the suprematist melody chair. Yeah, the suprematist modernist badge. That one was very funny also.
I think another term that was very significant in my 3.5 years at SUTD is the housing term project. For that, because actually when I was doing it, I thought that it was a farming housing typology. So for that, at the moment when I was doing it, I thought that I had put in all that I could, but then it ties back to what I'm doing now at work, and I realized how non-substantial it is. So because of this comparison, I can tell that there's actually a lot more things to incorporate, a lot of things to learn as well, and a lot of things that I don't know and I can improve upon. So actually, if you ask me if there were any projects that I would like to do, it would be that housing term project.
1-2 weeks before submission, then basically I just like took all the lines and I just extrude, like put like rectangles on it and extrude out as blocks and like start. Like, I was just chonging. I remember it was just me and Shixing in studio, because that was when we could still like stay up all the way, right? Yeah. We had studio access 24/7.
Yeah.
All the way. Yeah.
That was when the romance is lactose. So actually you should be thanking Christine.
Yeah, actually, yeah. We got to know each other in Christine's studio.
Okay, my favorite project would be 8. The project that I did together with Ingse actually. I like the outcome of the project, and the process itself was quite enjoyable because it's under Carlos, and he introduced this new way of working and thinking for a project.
What were you all supposed to do for this project?
The project brief was to design a sports space in the new thing.
Reimagining the sports space in the Tengah district.
Okay.
Most hated one. A system 8.
Stop it.
But System 8 was redesigning the city building thing. The one at KT.
The timber structure, right?
The timber structure, yeah. So that one we really didn't know what we were supposed to do. In all honesty, I still honestly don't know what we did.
Help. So, favorite project. I was thinking would be the one that I did for housing, the Gemini project, where we actually got a chance to design a housing almost half across the water itself. The NUS and SUTD cross creek, yeah, it was quite an interesting experience, especially since like the NUS students were mostly masters or their final year project. There was this Thailand project. He actually prepared like a lot of drawings, and it was quite inspirational to know that with your master thesis you'll probably be able to reach that level one day. It's quite cute. He even prepared like mineral water, then he pasted his like logo around it and then gave it to the judges.
Wow.
He's quite cute, or the project quite cute.
Yeah, I can't find
project lah.
Yeah.
Sandy is attached.
Yeah, excuse me, Melvin. What kind of drama are you trying to stir?
Heard wrong lah.
Oh my god.
Sandy just got it.
Yeah, I just got it.
8 project, the mental health one. Cause that one, the process of getting to our design stage and everything, right, was quite intensive. A lot of research. It was painful, but at the end of everything, you feel quite satisfied with your outcome because you're like, okay, I know that every stage of it is there because it's meant to be there, that kind. Yeah.
That's what perfectionists will say.
Yes.
Type 1 true.
Kawong is like a urban office co-working project thing that we decided to put in Jalan Besar with lots of timber structures and umbrellas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, our big model, the biggest model we've ever built.
What is the
longest time we've ever spent in the Fab Lab.
Yeah, I don't know, 1 week and maybe like 5 hours to 6 hours in the Fab Lab just smelling.
Just standing there, smelling wood, trying not to get fumes and intoxicated, and yeah.
Nice.
Again, to be said, it wasn't all fun. I think under Renee, I probably worked the hardest.
Wow.
Yeah, in that term, we did basically 2 full projects. he also had a lot of like crazy deliverables. Before every studio session, I was basically panicking because I didn't have the full list of deliverables that he wanted by the day, and like what if I was first and then he's just gonna like roast me. I'm gonna be like depressed already, and like every week this like anxiety panic attack twice a week.
Oh my goodness.
But for me, term 5 was actually quite a meaningful like process for me, because actually I realized that I could actually dabble along something that I'm more interested in. I'm actually interested in learning about animals and trying to use it as using architecture to get people to learn more about animals. So in that sense, that is why we had the museum of what was it called again? Oh yeah, the trip down the extinction memo. So basically, One Liner is basically a museum about future extinct animals.
On top of that, kindly tell us like what is your next stop in line with the whole Gradshow theme.
Ashley. Come for Ashley. you got seatbelt here and here, man. Both sides.
You got
I guess the whole point for the next stop is to not is to not have a destination, because
damn.
Basically I guess the goal is to not settle until, and even if I find something that I really like, is to always keep learning and always be inspired by all my friends around me, like you guys, you know, and always be motivated to go and to always just learn, I guess. Yeah.
Hopefully 5 years, maybe that'll be the SCTE email. Congratulations.
Do I look like I'm going to be the CEO? Okay, if I'm the CEO, I will give all of you here $1,000. And you better, this is going on.
This is on record. This is on.
Because I'm confident it's not going to happen. Keep this video, guys. If I become the CEO of Capital Land, I'll give you guys something. Okay, a Ferrari each.
Okay, I wanna Tesla.
We spoke about this before, right? Like we want to go overseas to work, definitely.
Any country in mind?
Okay, we never really thought about this before.
Oh no, but we did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Copenhagen.
Yeah. Oh wow, Copenhagen. Oh my god.
Okay. Then Sandy, what about you? Just have fun, dream masters, experiment as much as you can.
Oh yeah, masters are all of your shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a safe place for you to be crazy about your concept.
I don't think I will make a career switch. I think I will still be in the arty field, but it might be dabbling around like that region of like either like doing creative work or like doing compliance, because I realized that I can handle compliance stuff as well.
The train service ends here. Thank you for traveling with us. And I think from me and us, all the best to what's to come from here onward. We'll probably see you guys in school. Yeah. Thank you for joining us today lah.
No worries. All the best.
Yeah.
Jayo.